Paris Roubaix is one of the iconic races of northern France in the classic season. For some feared, for others it's a must to ride this hell of the north. When the riders prepare themselves for the start in Denain, just north of Paris, the tension and excitement is high.
Oh, I just think it's the most open classic in the world. Like, we saw so many different winners. Everything can happen until the finish line is crossed. Anyone can win. You can crash many times, you can puncture many times and still winning the race. So I think it's not about being the strongest, but it's about being the smartest and being the most motivated rider in the peloton.
This race is also name is the Hell of the North, so it's not for. It means that yes, this race is the most difficult, but we are ready. We just have to be prepared on the head, and we will be there.
It is early afternoon when the riders start their 145-kilometer race. With still 70 kilometers to Roubaix, Danique Hengeveld is breaking from a large group in the front. An already thinned-out peloton is 3 minutes behind. Then a mechanical for Marianne Vos, who is now in the chase of the broken peloton. The second group is already more than 5 minutes behind Hengeveld. The second group is slowly closing in on the first group, with Hengeveld still in the lead. Italian champion Elisa Balsamo leads the first part of the peloton on the sector 14. The bunch is speeding up to reduce the gap between the two groups. And it is working because the gap is slowly coming down. With only 40 kilometers to go, Hengeveld is caught by the first group of 13 riders. And then 35 kilometers to go, a big crash in the second group with all of the favorites on the ground. Balsamo and Kopecky were in the back and on the bottom of the crash and are now fighting hard to get back. The two groups are now getting closer to each other and they can see each other. With 20 kilometers to go in the second group, Fiver Georgie is opening up the gas handle and speeds up, trying to bridge to the front group. Getting closer to the velodrome, Alison Jackson knows the second group is closing in and asks for her fellow riders to work together. The second group is realizing they need to speed up if they want to join the front group. But it is too late and the first group of 7 riders will battle it out for the win. The final corner, when Alison Jackson starts her sprint, the others cannot follow and Alison Jackson wins Paris-Roubaix.
When you've worked so hard all day to be in a position to win, and then with the group coming back, you don't want to give that up. And it's a gamble because not everyone in our breakaway wanted to ride. I knew I was strong, but more than strength in the legs, I just had a lot of passion in my heart, and that's what took me to the finish today.
Alison Jackson wins Paris-Roubaix, Katia Ragusa finishes second, just ahead of Marta Truijen. Lotte Kopecky still leads the UCI Women's World Tour leader classifications. Her teammate Lorena Wiebes is second and Fiver Georgie is third. Maaike van der Duin extends her lead in the UCI Women's World Tour Young Rider classification. Sherine van Anrooy jumps to second, followed by Megan Jastra.